Let's bring in Senate Finance Committee member, Tennessee Senator Marsha Blackburn. Senator, it's on the Republicans in leadership to now do your part, and that is cutting taxes, that is deregulation. And first and foremost, you've got to keep the government open and put in a spending bill that at least runs through September. Can you get that done? But also, how quickly can you act, come together, cobble together something that rewards the American people and gives people certainty in terms of their taxes and opportunity?
And Dagan, that is what the American people are wanting to see. They want us to extend and make permanent the Trump tax cuts from 2017. And we are going to do that. And you're exactly right. Getting this continuing resolution across the finish line so we can say bye-bye to Joe Biden's policies and put 2025 behind us and move on to making the DOGE tax cuts, the DOGE cuts, permanent through rescissions and through reconciliation, making those 2017 tax cuts permanent. President Donald Trump promised that we would do that. We are working on that. We are keeping these promises, and we are getting this country back on track. And all the time, the Democrats are having what I would call a good old-fashioned come apart. And they just can't seem to get a handle on what is happening, and they're trying to resist and fight rather than work with us to get this country back on track.
You know, Senator, the Democrats are going to do what they're going to do. They're going to yell, scream, shout, rally, block, try to introduce. Republicans can block that in the Senate. The House is out of town. They've done their part. And if nothing changes, not one word changes from the House bill, you don't need the Democrats. Even with Rand Paul voting against it, which he said he would do, and I'll take him at his word, you can still have the 52 votes necessary. Can that get done in the Senate?
We have to have 60 votes. And so we are needing some Democrats to wake up and to work with us to get this passed so that we don't have a Schumer shutdown. And bear in mind, David, it is the Democrats that are trying to shut things down. You know, they hate President Donald Trump. They hate Elon Musk. They hate the fact that Republicans are in charge of the House, the Senate, and the White House. They hate the fact that we are reducing what the federal government spends. And I guess they're upset that on November 5th, when the American people voted, they sent a mandate in their vote to President Trump to fulfill those promises, to get this country on track, to secure that southern border, to rebuild our military, to deal with inflation, which the numbers are very good on inflation coming down, and to make certain we get this country and this economy back on track and keep it there. Right. And that is exactly what we're working to do.
Right. You need 7 Democrats to come on board. So far, I think it's only Senator John Fetterman who said that he will vote for the continuing resolution. So call it the Schumer shutdown, Senator. But moving on to this, President Trump compared to Joe Biden, 2 completely different views on domestic terrorism. President Trump has said that people attacking companies like Tesla will be treated as domestic terrorists. But not long ago, the Biden administration viewed pro-life activists as domestic terrorists. Just people that, again, people who were pardoned by President Trump, but people who were even praying in front of abortion clinics. Just compare and contrast, because we talk about the economy, but this is stark.
It is so very stark. And you did have the Democrats, if it was parents at a school board meeting or people that were praying outside of an abortion clinic, the Biden DOJ would classify them as domestic terrorists. Now, I find it so interesting that the Democrats here in Washington, D.C. have had absolutely nothing to say about people that are showing up. They are burning these dealerships. They're smashing the windows. They're lighting the cars on fire. And they are doing this to cause violence, disruption, and destruction of property. But this, what you're seeing from the Democrats, is complete silence. It's like crickets when it comes to dealing this. The same thing that happened when there have been other items which have been violence, or individuals that are trying to stoke violence and disruption. They are saying absolutely nothing.
Nothing. And by the way, those people who are firebombing Tesla dealerships, they should be prosecuted under the RICO statute, because arson is included under the statutes. Senator Marsha Blackburn, keep us posted. Please come back. You're always welcome here. Be well.
Thank you.
Thank you, Senator.